Shalom. I would like to try to make a resume about what I read in today's Parasha, Devarim, words, which is from Deuteronomy chapter 1 to 3, and also from Isaiah chapter 1, from Acts, from John, and from Hebrews. It's a very special parasha. It's also very prophetic and very actual for the times we live in. And I want to look a little bit to make a resume from what I understood and where there are things that I have to correct in my life or to be careful about to do them better next time. So we see Moses and the people of Israel. They arrived let's say for the doors of Canaan, and they didn't trust it, Abba, that he will guide them through all the battles, so they conquered this land. So they said, let's send some spies that will spy for us and see how the land is and in which cities we will go, how are the people. And Moses agreed to this. It's written then, I thought your idea was good. So he had not asked Abba, he just thought their idea was good, so they did it. So instead of just doing what Abba told them to do through Moses, they wanted to check first. Okay, so they did. And the result, we know that they came back, and 10 of the 12 men that have been there frightened the people and projected all their fears or their human fears on the entire nation. So they began to blame Abba. He is angry with us. He wants to kill us. Their trust in Abba was just lost, was not there anymore. So Abba punished them and told them, okay, because of that you will not enter the promised land. Only 2 men will do this, and the little innocent kids you have who don't know what is good, what is evil. So in that moment they realized they missed up a chance, a unique opportunity, a door only once open. So then they decided to do it by themselves. They decided to listen to Abba, to obey to him later. But it was too late. It was too late because Abba had already punished them and told them, don't go, I will not be with you there. And again, instead of obeying and repenting, they showed they were not ready for this promised land, because they went there to conquer it after Abba said this time, no, don't go, stay. And I'm sorry if it's a little bit noisy. So again, they didn't listen to Abba, and they decided to go their own ways. and they were defeated and spread from all their enemies. So again, because of their disobedience, they came under the curse. And then, if we go to Isaiah chapter 1, we see the explanation why they were like that, why they behaved like that. And this was because their ears and their heart were not circumcised. So we see very clear this word, circumcised heart, circumcised ears. It's not something from the New Brit, the New Testament, from the New Covenant, but we meet this already in the Torah and in the prophets in the Old Testament, in the Old Brit, in the Old Covenant. So it's very interesting. We see exactly why they are not obedient, because their ears and their hearts were not circumcised. So what does it mean to have a circumcised heart and a circumcised ear? I'm sure it means a lot of things, so for the moment, what I understand, without having too much time to think about it or to study, I think it means a circumcised heart is a pure heart. It's a clean heart with pure intentions. It's a heart that loves Abba Elohim. It's a heart that it's obedient. It's a heart that dies to herself so that Yeshua can live in it and can rule over it. And the circumcised ear, or circumcised ears, because we have two. Someone said that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth because we have to listen 2 times more than we speak. I think that it's true. So circumcised ears could mean that we don't harden our ears so we hear only what we want to. And that we are able to recognize His voice and make a difference between His voice and other voices. So that we understand when He tells us to go, then we have to go without questions, without any doubt that He will not be with us, because He told us go. And when He says us stay, maybe we didn't went when He told us to, like the people of Israel. And then we regret it, and now we say we are ready to go. But now He told us to stay. And again, we don't want to listen because we cannot accept the reality how it is today. We cannot accept the circumstances that we have to face because we didn't obey when we shouldn't. So now we have to stay, but now we go because we hope to get something back that is not there anymore. Because we were disobedient. So we have to pray that Abba anoints our ears and circumcises them. and circumcises them so we can hear. And also that He circumcises our heart, that it is pure, that He can live in us through His Son, through His Ruach. And I remember that when Solomon became king, Abba asked him, what do you want? And he asked, we know in the most translations is called for wisdom. But what he really asked for was a hearing heart. So we see here a combination of the heart and the ears. They are connected to one another. A hearing heart. So this could mean that our heart has ears. They are connected. How? I don't know. Abba knows. But they are definitely connected. For me, a hearing heart is, my heart is listening to Abba's voice, and it's agreeing to what He says, and it's doing it. Because everything starts in the heart. What we do noble and pure, and also the sin. So it's always a matter of the heart. So our deeds will come out from our heart. Our thoughts will come out from our heart. Even if we cannot really understand it or explain it correctly. But everything starts in our heart. So let us pray that Abba gives us a hearing heart, circumcised ears and a circumcised heart. And this was the Parasha portion from the Old Testament, the Old Brit. And then if we go in the new one, there we have to read from Acts 7 and 8, where they killed the apostle Stephan. And then we have to read from Hebrews. And we read also from John, where Adon Yeshua is explaining what it means to love Him. And in Hebrew, Paul is explaining what it means today. So we have there different keywords that we find. We have today and we have love. So Adon Yeshua is explaining what it means to love Him. It means to stay in Him. He explains very good the relationship, the connection between Abba and Him. In Acts, when Stephen dies, he sees the Father and the Son at his right. And then we see Adon Yeshua in John explaining what this means. I'm sorry, my English is not that good, so I'm trying to find my words. I'm not that fluent, I'm sorry for that too. It's a little hard to gasp for my words, for my thoughts. So I'm very thankful for your patience. Adon Yeshua says very clearly that He is the winestock, and Abba is taking care of this winestock. And everyone who believes in Him, who has faith, another keyword in this parasha is faith, emunah. It's that by faith we have to be grafted in this winestock, in Yeshua, HaMashiach. Otherwise there is no chance for us. No chance. It's the only way. There is no other way. So we have to be grafted in by faith. But what do we know? Faith is not some abstract words like, I will believe the best will happen and it will happen. It's not something mystical. It's not witchcraft. It's not meditation. It's to act. To have faith is to act by trusting in Elohim. So to have faith in Yeshua means to act. Why is this important? Because the people of Israel didn't act when Abba told them to go in Canaan and conquer it. They didn't act. When didn't they act? Today. He said today. They acted later when he said stay. Don't act. Then they acted. So without faith, they acted in the wrong direction. So faith means to trust and to do something. It's a very active thing. It's not cheap grace or whatever, no. So by faith we are grafted in. What does this mean? By obeying. We go step by step with circumcised ears and a circumcised heart. We go step by step, and like this we are grafted in the winestalk. So everything is connected together. And Paul in Hebrews makes a very good conclusion and explains. He gives us another day. He gives us today. Why today? Why not tomorrow? Why not yesterday? Why? Because today we have a new chance to obey. Today he is saying, don't stay, act, go. Now is the time to believe. Now is the time to grow in faith, step by step. So this is a huge, huge, huge grace we have to act. We have a second chance. Also the people of Israel had a second chance after 40 years to conquer Canaan. And they did exactly like Abba promised them. And we have now a chance to do the same today. To let behind everything we thought was good. Egypt, Babylon, whatever. Everything we thought will make us happy will fulfill us, and it didn't. So now we have a chance. It is today. So let us pray and be vigilant so we don't miss this today. And we don't miss this now. Now, this right time to come in obedience to Him, to come in our calling, so we don't miss the purpose that for what He created us to be in this world. We are not here by chance. Any one of us has a calling. Any one of us has something to do, has a task, maybe more. So don't miss these tasks and don't waste our lives and our purpose. Thank you very much for listening. May Abba bless you richly. Shalom.